Alright, let's hop into things. So far, I got two matches to look at. Get them pulled up on the screen if I can. We've got a match from Kex from his college game, and we have one from Upstarts for Glava. My last match has been confirmed. Nice. Nice. Where are the replays? One second. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay, it should be in there. Okay, restart Blubble, get it working. Couple technical difficulties. They're still not here. I don't understand why. You know, this is probably something funky happened with all my files. One second. Figure this out. Coming in live. Doing everything wrong. Okay. Seems my replay folder has been yoinked. That should fix it, I believe. So now I can open Rebbl again and it should be working. Yeah, I've got my files like uploaded to the cloud, and that like reset my entire desktop and my file route somehow. This is very annoying. There we are. Here they are. So, Kids Love versus Kids Love. I'm going to save that for a minute. I'm going to take a look at this one. It should be Humans versus Orcs. Take a close look and figure out if there's anything that could have been improved on. Going to be looking at this one a little, like, very skewed towards the human side, because that's my mentee. going to... What am I doing? Turning off animations. Okay. We're just gonna go to added skills here. No. Not with humans, we're not. Two blodge catchers. Accurate thrower. Good blitzer, good blitzer. 2 tackle blitzers is really good. Doink. There's nothing on screen. Ah. That should be better. Thank you, Alba. I was having technical difficulties getting the replays to appear in client. Forgot to swap the screen back. Nothing had happened yet, at least, so that's good. Who chose defense? Humans chose defense. Good. Went cups, give a little bit of spread. I would have put the catcher on the outside a little bit, because that gives you more runaround potential, and they're able to swap sides pretty easily. Hey, Poikus. Some mighty blow coming in. Bringing in some assists. Good. This is looking okay so far. Though, this lineman can be bonked out of the way right now. And the ball would be open for a blitz. Now, this can be punched out of the way, and the ogre could take a hit. No longer. Good. Orcs are making pretty good progress down the pitch. I think what I would be trying to do here, so I would definitely be trying to surround, punch a little bit. Mighty Blow's coming in on their Mighty Blow. Good. You definitely follow. You can mark the ball. Mark the ball with 2 players, maybe? Bring block onto this lineman. Yeah, this time it was a little different, though, because that big guy hit actually opened up getting someone on the ball. So it's definitely a used sparingly. I'm not sure. I wouldn't have taken that hit. This was probably a miscalculation, forgetting that he was a strength 5. But without block, against block, the 3+ isn't really worth taking. You're better off just dodging away. And not basing another lineman. Blitz frees up the player, but the blitz cannot be used to advance forwards. But the orcs have plenty of time to do so. And they're already based on your players. me check on something real quick. Alright, there we go. Humans are in a good spot. Probably able to open up this way, get at least one die on the ball. Rewind. What am I looking at? Hey Artrez, how you doing? Okay, I'll do so. What are we looking at? Not a fan of that. Got players getting isolated. It's a mistake. That's your only non-block piece over here. Like that should have been a blitz with this blitzer. Like this blitzer should have come here, punched, chain push, and then you would have been able to follow up here, get on the ball if you wanted, or you could have just taken more punches. Definitely, the thrower one die is not the play, especially because it takes a reroll. You're down to 2 now. It's a little rough. Let me see if I can get my pen working. 1 second. I'll have this play. Pen tool has been jank. Orcs are doing a good job. Yeah, Kix told me the first half was a little rough. And then he had things start clicking in the second half. Okay, good to die. Just slow down the orcs. Get things on the floor. I don't think that reroll is worth taking. I think you're supposed to just stand up your dudes and then take that dodge. Because now you're playing 4 more turns on 1 reroll as humans. That's not a good look. Orcs have plenty of time, able to find a way through pretty easily. Ball's a little exposed. Not crazy though, but a little bit. Yep, there's at least 1 die on it. Yep. 1 dice are scary. Not punished this time. Okay, good. 1 die frees up another player. That's okay. I like that. Yeah, you're gonna force them to go off to the right. Would it have been better to save a player for possible retrieval? There were players able to retrieve the ball if it was on the ground. Good reroll management. So the lineman that took the hit, if he got a POW, there were players that could have retrieved the ball. Like these players over here hadn't moved yet, so they were able to actually pick it up. Blodge is a good skill. And force a score. 3 turns to score as humans with 2 Blodge catchers. Pretty good odds, actually. Decently aggressive setup. Going against Chevron. Chevron's pretty good at trying to prevent fast scores unless you get unlucky. All the people in the middle get removed. Blitz is very good for the Orcs. Leading with a GFI is rough. Good injury. On the loner, you're never going to apple that. Loners are great pieces to use Mighty Blow and all your kill skills on because they won't be brought back. And if your opponent has loners, just getting a numbers advantage is probably better than having a smaller chance of removing skills. But if you get a free hit on an important unit, take it. Good. Got a nice screen here. Okay. I am not able to get my pen working. Oh, I just had to run as administrator. That's all it took, really. Amazing. You could move the catcher to the sideline, but the main thing is, there's just ways that you can get served. I'm not sure if there was a way that turn, but generally I don't think sidelining the ball is a great idea unless it's like 100% perfectly safe. Which that situation might have been. But there was this blitzer that hadn't been dealt with yet. Oh, okay. And yeah, no, that's good. Good job. Good score. Very favorable for the humans, being 1-1 going into their drive. Technically have a chance to score again, depending on the kickoff event. And Glava, your game is next. Fans. I don't have another match to look at anyways, so we can watch the whole thing, I don't care. Yep, orcs just get into a spot where they're pretty safe. I would probably take the foul on the ogre. Doing CCL today? Probably not. I've not been feeling very good. Weather's changing pretty rapidly where I am, and that just makes my asthma just absolutely kill me. I haven't streamed my, I didn't even stream my match last week from the main league just because I wasn't feeling very good. Yeah, it'll get better. It's just my asthma that was getting better with my new medication. It's just been really bad with the weather changes because, like, where I am, it's been, like, fluctuating 30 degrees every day. So, like, for example, last Monday, it was like 70 degrees. And then on Tuesday, like at 2 o'clock, it was like 30 degrees. And then on Wednesday, it was like 3 degrees. And then by Thursday, it was back up to 50. So my lungs are absolutely not sure how to work properly. If I were the humans, you could go for the grind. The grind is fine. You're up a player. I'm pretty sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, you can go for the 8-turn grind. Try to get some removals. there is a Strength 5 Black Orc on the line. I would be punching that. This thing makes things a little harder. At this point, I'm probably looking to break away and score instead. Because Black Orcs are congregated over here, over here. I don't know, this is a hard one. Ogre punching the Strength 5 Black Orc will happen later in the turn. I will hope. Take line of scrimmage punches, nice. Okay, thrower picks it up and stays back. I like that. That's how you use a thrower. Drop him back. Nice and safe. Catchers don't have to go into scoring range yet. Got plenty of time. One dies? Okay, okay. That opens up the 3 die on the lineman. I like that. That's not bad either. Then you save the reroll. Okay, I like that turn. You don't have to force a play. If the orcs want to win, they have to come to you. If you're willing to accept a draw. And also forcing them to try and pressure you to win gives you chances to find holes in the defense. Maybe a casualty. Right now, I would be looking over here at this hole. Still possible to break through here. You can also just break through the line, probably. It's a little difficult. Okay. Thrower comes up. He needs some protection. Bring the blodges in. This corner is based. You need to deal with that. Just activates Ogre for the guard. Blitzes that lineman. Okay. One die. Lineman into danger because who cares if the lineman gets hit? He's only 2 SPP, so that's fine. He's on MVP range though. For a greedy reroll. If my personal opinion, don't throw a red die that you won't accept a skull on unless it's a sack. Some exceptions to that, but that's my general go-to on rerolling red dice. What'd you miss? You missed a solid fast score from the humans into a pretty good use of a thrower falling back, trying to find an opening. Nothing crazy. Orcs have been doing general orc things. This is fine so far. Punch the one with block. Blackwork doesn't have block. Much less reliable hits. Blodge makes a move. Blodge makes a move. We got a nice run going here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No easy blitz. 2 Blackworks isolated over here. 1 behind. 1 based in excessively. Blodge is good. And this should be pretty easy to attempt a breakthrough on. Like, because scoring early is fine. You'll be 2-1 up. Orcs will be playing for a draw. Takes a lot of pressure off of your play. Okay. Oh, going for surf. Didn't pan out, but I like that. The surf allows you to stall a little more effectively. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I like this so far. It's a very good offense. Offense is always the harder half, in my opinion, because the offense had to be proactive rather than reactive on defense. I'm not sure what that blitz does exactly. This is kind of a fringe player. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Completely outrunning the orcs with the blodger, making a path for the thrower. Okay, I see what you're doing. This is actually really well done. I like this. And you had 2 chances to accomplish it with these 2 players by taking that blitz. Then do you go for the pass with accurate? Yes, you do. That should be fine. I don't think the orcs are able to catch up exactly. This one's based. This one's way over there. This one's way back there. This one's not able to do much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfectly in scoring range. You can just do a handoff into a touchdown. But before that, you got to take all your other actions. Three die mighty blow. Screen off. Honestly. Like, that's the safe play. For sure. Does that level him? Yeah, I think that leveled him. And then the orcs don't really get much accomplished here at the end. Pitch invasion is rough. Threatens here. And then the orcs scoring threats are non-existent. So, it's a very good game. We're gonna move over to Glava's game. Some Kislev versus Kislev. And this apparently gets funky after the first sack in the second half. For closure, or forewarning, I am not a Kislev coach. I don't know how they play. They terrify me, and that's all I know. Also, do these have the same uniform? No, but it's super close. No, wait, are these the same uniform? I think these are the same uniform. Oh, yeah, this isn't gonna be confusing at all. I think they're slightly different uniforms, but I can't tell. They look the same. They look the same. This is horrible. Okay. Blitz to start off with. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's still gonna be so hard to tell without looking at the circles underneath. Everything is sad and tragic. Oh, come on, send somebody after the ball. Come on, Soup. Oh, that was such a free ball. You could have done the Kislev thing, Soup. I would have 100% been jumping some players back trying to pick up the ball in a cage. Do you know how good that could have been? Yeah, you might have given up a touchdown instead, but it could have been so fun. Just gonna go to added skills. Dodge catcher, block lineman. What do the blitzers even have? Hey, kicks. Diving tackle, jump up, leap. Blitzers are kind of wacky, aren't they? Replay. Yeah, they look like they definitely need block. Blodge helps Blodge Firm probably with tackle. Make them really good. Probably a lot of stuff you can put on them make them really good. Just got finished watching your game, Kex. Sounds good, sounds good. Bears being a bear. Nice bone cage. The Vengabus. The Vengabus is a little weak with the catcher, just because... okay, you have a good one, Kix. The Vengabus is a little weak with a Strength 2 catcher, because you can't really prevent the 2-die assist, or the 2-die blitz. Yeah, you realize that? Oh, okay. And I'm assuming you put it on a Strength 3 for this game, just because it's a wonky one. Or at the very least, like, I don't know, this is a hard one. Getting some double screens. Well, you also got blitz, so that makes it a little harder as well. You got a scoring threat up here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a scoring threat yet, but that's because your ball isn't far enough. There comes the 2-die sack. Also, Soup's name is so good. The misspelling lepers. Okay. Okay. Had to refresh myself, make sure there wasn't anything I forgot about. Yep, would have to go for a leap to get out of that one easier. Yeah. Already got it. Jump up is a skill that does things. And he gets a touchdown. That's pretty rough. Still, you can come back from that. Positioning more aggressively. Good. Now, I do think that the rule of 5 is pretty bad at preventing quick scores, especially against like a Kislev. Yeah, good. Mighty blow hit with the bear. Does he level? No, and I'm sad about it. Every time you take a hit with a big guy, it's like, why did I not level? Excuse me? I succeeded on the 2+? SPP, please. So now you're playing a little bit like you have a thrower. I like that. Catchers are really good for the handoffs into touchdown. Movement 7. Just need a couple squares into the enemy's side. Is there any... a babe? Okay. This is an elf screen in disguise. An elf screen disguised as mini jumpy Russians. Cage is fine here. Need a little bit of threat for scores, though. Keeping catcher on this side is good. That's a scoring threat. Taking a leap. And then a 1 in 36 dodge. Nice. Yeah, I like this. Force your opponent to respect both the scoring threats. Still a scoring threat. That's a great reason for taking an extra GFI when you don't have to, because even on a blitz push, you're still in range to score if you need to. And do you go for it this turn, or do you just walk up? Uh-oh. Still going for it. Okay. It worked out. It was a little scary after the first, after the reroll was blown. But it was just a bunch of 2 pluses. I think that was like a little over 70% after the reroll was blown after that. Well, actually, that's basically, ignore the 1 in 36. That's 3 2 pluses. That's a little under 70% because 2 GFIs without a reroll. It's about a 70% chance to succeed. So I think I would have moved, just go back here to look at it. I think I would have moved some other players. Like, you don't have to take the hit, but move these other auxiliary players before taking the rest of it after the reroll failed. Or after the reroll. Just to cover your bases a little bit. And, like, hope it doesn't happen. Hope you succeed on the 65%, whatever it is. But I just try to cover your bases just a little bit. Skip the setup. Setting up for a 2-turner. Chevron, I like Chevron. The ding. Really good ball landing spot for you. Catcher going in deep. Having to reroll the pickup means he can't do anything funky with like a throw or anything. Yeah, this is hard to defend against. There's a lot of scoring threats. Is this the leap? Coming to like right here. Good, good. I like this. This is covering this guy really well. Here's still a concern. Okay, he gave up that scoring threat to take a punch. Okay, coming for the splits to clear away for the leap. Yeah, I get you. Oh, that. You know, some problems solve themselves. That was very fortunate for you. Honestly, if you got scored on there, I wouldn't have felt too bad. Like, it's really hard to defend Kislev as Kislev. I'm surprised this wasn't just a mutually high-scoring game. But if it becomes a clusterfuck after the first sack, well, I'll skim through some of the turns, see if there's anything interesting. So that's not good for you. He's going for another quick turn, it looks like. Or a quick score. A bit questionable because he has such a player lead. Like, I wouldn't go for a quick score. I would maybe get into the backfield and stall. But quick score? No need. No need. Especially if there's a removal here. Yep. Soup's figured out not to have it on a strength 2 as well. The ball's coming here. No, it is. Wow. This should be fun. He just drew a big penis in your field. The most powerful offensive formation. The Flying Phallus. I got the spin tool working for one reason or another. I like this. Discovered block. One die into a 2 die. I love it. Yeah, this is how it becomes crazy, doesn't it? Isn't it how it becomes crazy? Yeah. Jump up there. Oh, this is getting really silly. Then a push is all you need to scatter the ball. And then, oh, you don't scatter the ball. Just pick it up with a catcher. And then what? And then your catcher gets sacked. So you're going to do something equally silly to Soup here. More leaps. More leap. Actually, if that scattered over towards you, you would have had diving catch to potentially retrieve it. Oh no, the pickup! You were about to be zooming. You were about to be gone. Blitzer gets bopped. Yeah, blitzers are the long-term investment on the Kislev team, right? Because they have good starting skills if you have other things on them. So, like, what are you looking for on a Kislev Blitzer? You're looking for block? Maybe dodge? Stat ups? I don't know. Because I'm assuming you don't make... I'm assuming you don't make them killers. Like, maybe one a killer? A lot of things? Like, you basically just need the basic. Is it sort of like a vampire? You get a couple things to make them more consistent, and then they're great? 2 killers, so like block, mighty blow, piling on? Or if you're really aggressive, mighty blow, then piling on, because you already have jump up. But that seems really hard to get to quickly on a Blitzer. Unless you get in the first couple games of development. Okay, this is just a sack fest. This is exactly how Kislev matchups should feel. Good Kaz. Good level on your lineman. Yeah, that's what I thought, because the catchers are movement 7, agi 4 with leap on them. Like they're a budget war dancer. And is it sort of like High Elves as well, where you kind of want a little bit of development on everybody? Because I know High Elves, if you get your level ups too concentrated, it's brutal. Because you really want one level on linemen so you can get dodge for line of scrimmage and general mobility. You want some levels on the blitzers. You want some levels on everybody except the catchers, who are great for scoring. Because the catchers will get the FPP. Everybody else, though, is going to drag you down if they don't get levels. But like harder than High Elves, because you don't have the agility, but you have all the leap. Yeah, I'm just saying, like a wrestle on your linos would be great. Like 1 or 2 lineman levels probably helps a lot. Good, another sack. Kick is awesome. Yeah, I bet. Kislev with kick. Probably better than a lot of Elf teams at lower TVs. Kick wins games. Okay. Now it's your turn to get sacked. The wrestle coming in. Gets the POW. And if this ball gets picked up, is it... What's the score on this game end up? Does it end up 2-1 for Soup? Actually, there's no one to retrieve the ball yet. Yeah, it kind of felt like that just because it looks like you're running out of players faster than him. Especially your block linemen. Are you just going for a Hail Mary play? I don't hate it. You have 5, 6 players that you had to worry about, so that's kind of like your best option. You did your best. Honestly, I think the only thing that really got you was the early getting caught off guard with the Venga bus with the strength 2. Hey, Ratchet. We watched a human game versus some orcs, and we've watched this Kids Love game versus Kids Love. Kids Love game is rather silly. Human orc game was pretty standard human orc matchup. Oh yeah, like especially like how many times are you gonna play Kids Love versus Kids Love? You know, like just 2 high variance team going against each other. It always ends up silly, it's one way or another. Oh yeah, you just noticed that it's a dumb mirror and they're all wearing the same fucking uniform? Yeah. How'd your match go, by the way, Ratchet? I saw you were playing. Was that upstarts? Or spins? Upstarts? How'd it go? 1-1? Nice. I'm gonna assume nothing too crazy happens. Have you tried throwing better block dice? Okay, I like this. Oh, GFI, fair. Deep scoring threats. Retrieval threat. No rerolls is a little rough. I'm assuming that's what gets you. Oh, Blitz event? Huh. It's Wilder? Oh, I'm excited. So many scoring threats? I like it. Oh, does he intercept it? That's tragic. Yeah, the long legs is a little rough. I think that you should have gone for the handoff there, and then a shorter pass. Like, that wouldn't have prevented the interception, but that's, like, the interception occurs before the pass roll, so keep that in mind. But that was a good attempt. You didn't have much left. You didn't have much steam left. Low removals for you. Low removals for them as well, even. Or maybe blitz to catch it. Maybe that too. Maybe. It's a pretty good one, though. Now, I don't have anything else to go off of. Gonna check who's streaming though. Oh yeah, it definitely looks cool. Oh, yeah, we can do one-ears. We can do one-ears. Do you have a replay for me? Let me close Blood Bowl so I can put in the file. Yeah, which game you want looked at? Yeah, the dice seemed pretty even overall. Let's see, where... do you know what match you're looking for, Ratchet? Might be able to find it myself. Da, da, da. Give me a shout if you find it. Is it a minors match or a college match? I mean, or is it upstarts? Upstarts. Okay. Okay, Ratchet. Oops, that's not the right one. I believe I've found it. Is it a Blitzbang Initiative versus Saturday Morning Show? Alright. Let me download that real quick. Show in file. And open Blood Bowl 2 back up. Swap the screens. Yeah, any game that's played in Rebbl, it's just like 8 times easier to find it off of Rebbl and send the link that way. Nah, it happens. Let's see. So let's see. You are the orcs. Swap to your view. Some blorks. Guard blitzer. Mr. Throw. A very aggressive defense you got going here. Do you have the just don't quick snap forehead going on? Yeah, this is the very aggressive defense. This is fine. I like this. What are they gonna do? They're gonna dodge away. Yeah, I like doing this at lower TVs when I'm a Strength 4 team. I don't bully people with chaos. I get two blitzes for the enemy and then a pitch invasion that ruins my one turners. Had a pretty sad game last week. Got blitzed twice and got pitch invaded when I was going for my one turner to draw the game. I was sad. But also my Claw Mighty Blow did less work than no Mighty Blow. Oh, that's pretty rough. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Like, I had like 24 skulls, 40 pushes, and then like 12 of everything else. And they had like 30 POWs and Defender Stubbles, and like 8 of everything else. It's tragic. Punching. He got here really quickly. Well, yeah, it was just like compounding, like the worst dice happened at the worst time. Cause like, it was like there was a really hard series of dodges into a pickup to break free and win the game, and it occurred, and it was just rough. Yeah, this quick score is... it's hard, right? Because the Pro Elves kind of need to go for a quick score, but they also want to be able to do so with a little bit of a grind. But kind of I think the Pro Elves are weird in that they're slightly better on defense with the Blodge Step Blitzer. Yeah, that was crazy. Pro Elves are weird. I don't understand them very well. But this should be a 7-turn grind unless the ball gets stolen. Why are they offsetting? They don't have kick. Is this a normal thing? I don't know. I question everything. Okay, and you're offset a little bit so that you can retrieve the ball. Good. Okay. I prefer to start on defense against elves because they're going to be able to score no matter what. But if you kill enough elves, their defense really struggles, which is where they need their players for. So, likewise, as elves, I try to start defense first because as elves, I can score with 2 elves, but I need to keep 11 players to have a solid defense. Now, there is a certain point in piling on Mighty Blow that you go on offense instead. Or if you're just like massively ahead in strength and able to aggress on your own offense. Like if you're Norse and you got 2 Mighty Blow, if you got 2 Palm Berserkers, go for it. If you're against Amazons and you got a load of tackle, go for attack. I just generally think that defense first is favorable. Now, if you start with a wizard, you could argue that going offense first could be favorable. Because then you can score quickly and then have the threat of the wizard to score again. And if you go into the second half 2-0, like, you're usually guaranteed a win by that point in most games. That was an aggressive run through. This should be fine. This is a catcher. This isn't anything crazy. You're not in a rush. You're able to just punch elves. Yep. A little sad. Okay. Move the cage up, that's fine as well. Move you. Good, good, good. I think right here was the right spot. That spot's fine as well. You actually... Did you need this person here? Let's back up a sec. I think you had a cage. It just didn't look like a cage. So I think this is technically a pretty good cage. Because in order to get here, this catcher would have to make a 4+ dodge. And from here it'd be a 4+. Whereas, like, you're missing 1+. So instead of being a 5+ dodge, it's a 4+. So you could have used this Blackwork, stand him like right here, and it accomplishes the same thing, except for this catcher. So whenever you can save some players to base down players, feels great, and that makes up for it. This lineman, I would start bringing him back as well. I don't think he's doing very much over here. He's just gonna get punched by a blitzer. It should be strength 3. Yeah. Strength 3. Also, I resized the chat. Hopefully that's a little less taking up the entire screen. I didn't realize how big it was. It looks different on my overlay than it does in the preview. Because I'm not sure about you all, but I really enjoy streams that have the chat on screen so I can lurk better. That lineman doesn't cut off the way to the cage for the dodge blitzer. Yes, so let's look at that, right? So just as a example of what we're talking about, the direct route to attack something is usually diagonal or dead straight, right? So let's say you want to go either dead straight, let's redo that one, diagonal. So in order to interrupt this, all you had to do, put someone right in the way. And that makes it so that you had to take more movement, right? So if we look at the, let's change this to red. So we put someone right in the way, you had to take a new route, right? So instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares that you can move to get to this spot right here, you would have to go like 1, no, sorry, brain's fuzzy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you just had to go so many extra squares when you put someone right on someone's diagonal, unless they're willing to cut through your tackle zone. And depending on the agility of your opposing player, determines if you want to be further back here on the diagonal or further up here on the diagonal. Lower agility players you want to get closer to because they don't want to go through your tackle zone. Higher agility, you kind of want to be a square or two further up. Yeah, I get you, Ratchet. It didn't really apply to this play, but it was more a Glava mentioned it, and I thought it was a great thing to talk about just for a second. Yeah, I know you were talking about Glava. You were talking about way over here. But honestly, it doesn't really change anything the rest of the play, so I just wanted to talk about it more generally. This is pretty good. I would take as much time as possible now to punch elves. That helps. That helps. And you have a spare player, I would be looking to get some sort of foul going if you can. Ding. Good. And you hit with the lineman so that you can develop a hit with the thrower. I would have kept him on the black work. It's not really a shit cage. Like, this is a fine cage. This is just a cage with screens on the sides. Unless there was some dodge shenanigans. Or what happens is this corner gets blitzed, and then you get based by sidestep. That's not your cage's fault. No dodge. What are you gonna do? Cry? But no, this should be easy to clear up. So I'm gonna show you what. Oh, actually, that makes it harder, but it was easy to clear up. No, it's still easy. Get off my screen so I can show. Okay, how you clear this up? 101. Blitz here. Sidesteps to here. Oh, wait. There's no one to clog that space. I see it now. Then you had to hit here and hope it's knocked. I see. You're down one player to clog this spot right here. It's really hard to see. Yep. So that would have occurred regardless of your cage situation, though. Though I think that hit was wrong. Yeah, what Glava's saying. That's good. But I would have held your hit here. You gotta think about the sidestep, think about how you have to clear it up. So this is always gonna be your blitz to clear the ball. And sometimes you need another hit here. Actually, the way you did it was fine as well. Like, your way was actually better, but you need to plan for the sidestep. So if you hadn't taken this block, move this player here. Need to change my colors. So move this player here. And if he hadn't taken his move... No, I don't think that matters. Never mind, ignore me. I think that was not really much different. My brain's fuzzy, Ratchet. My brain's fuzzy. Getting out of the screen. He chose to stop basing because he got powed. You know, I probably would have just scored there. I'm gonna be honest. These positionals have dodge. That just makes it annoying. Because giving up one dies are sad. Giving up 2 dies, really tragic. Oh, yep. Boo. Nerves of steel. Yep, prof bullshit. Yep. That one stung after you realized your mistake, I bet. Been there. Been there. Ooh. Oh no, you killed a pro elf thrower. Nobody cares, for pro elf throwers are cheap. Casualties are really good though. I see how you managed to pull off a tie. Honestly, I would foul this if you have a lineman in range. Yeah, there you go. Aw, that's sad. He didn't die. It's a garbage game. This is what you get for playing Wood Elves on Spin. Just saying. He's only got 6 players on the field. Movement 6 1-turner, you need Frenzy, I think? So you just don't have a 1-turn ability. So you just punch and foul. 100%. Well, no, you can get Quick Snap. And then... Quick Snap or Riot. Stuff like that. Or they could just get Perfect D. Why no 3 dice, sir? Excuse me. And, you messed up your foul a little bit. Frustration getting you, I'm assuming. Didn't end up mattering, but it can. Yep, full run up and he would have been dead. 100%. Rookie mistake. They still only have 6 players. So I'm assuming that this drive becomes a massacre into a massacre. Gotta give him a chance. You're kinder than most. Good. Extra throw comes up. Three die for fishing for a level. And then no 3-die because you gotta actually set up to score. Okay, and you actually have to screen off the ball as well. Oh no, you just run up into the cage. Do I foul here? No, just because I think I would have, because there's an extra player remaining. But also no, because setting up for a fast score takes precedence. Push is great for you. Blotch step is not coming in. And this doesn't screen anything. Another ding. Now the positional I would foul. Grumble, grumble, something about taking GFIs when you can just walk. Grumble, grumble. You foul this. We foul that. Setting up for blocks is also fine. And that GFI is fine. Even though it failed. Yeah, once it sinks in that GFIs aren't free movement, the game changes. But then again, sometimes you're against somebody that just doesn't care, and they succeed on 18 out of 19 GFIs in a match, and it makes it unbearably difficult. Because going against 19 extra squares of movement in a game is so difficult. Then you just score. Yep. All the elves come back. Pitch invasion. Going back to defend the ball. They're going to have to defend the ball with like 4 players. Do you have the fame? No, even fame. You just had a really good roll on the dice there. And this is a DACA. To be fine against a DACA, you had to cover these 3 players now because they're a nuisance. They're only linemen, though. Gotta exert pressure. Going against DACAs are hard. You have to be very clean with your defense. And even then, some dice could let the elves through. This is good pressure. Yeah. It's a little... yeah, but you're forced to. You're forced to. Now it gets a little easier. A little bit being the key phrasing there. Cover the elf, good. Playing man-to-man should be a little okay. Do I have how the line is? I would have last turn with the lineman that got put up here. I like this. The main thing is, like, these black orcs are not allowed to go much further up. Their best job is right here. And I like that as well. Now, honestly, this loner being freed up is fine. But it's not even freed up. Yeah, the pros are supposed to go to the other way. Go for the score. I think this was a mistake. Like, a very egregious mistake. Because you can just hit him. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 GF5 for 2 die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you got a 2 die on 1 GF5. Yep, pin him, trap him. Good, good, good. These are a nuisance. Certainly. Plus, you don't have any tackle, so, like, the dodge pieces have been a nuisance. Oh, no! Pin him, trap him, put him in a stew. Now, I just want to point out, you did have 2 dice here. I'm not saying what you did was wrong, but you could have just taken 2 dice instead. On 1 GF5. But, like, then again, the problem isn't the punching the elf. It's also the preventing the ball retrieval. So that's, like, where it's hard, right? Because you have so many players devoted to having to cover the scoring threats. Yeah, I agree. I think that 2 die might have left you overexposed in a different way than this way did. It's one of those... elves, by their very nature, make you roll worse dice because you can't afford to play super solid when they get spread out like this. Even with a massive man lead, like you're 3 up on them, they're just so swift. Do you go for a pickup here? I would. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Punch him towards the sideline. Get rid of that threat. Yeah. And then this, I wouldn't even hit him. I'm gonna be honest. I'd leave him there. It worked out this time, but I would have left him. This is good. 7+ fouls, the lowest you ever want. Lino can cover him again. Yeah, but it also gets him closer to being able to do something, make the hero play. But that's fine. It worked out. As long as you're aware of the threat. And then you walk into the end zone, taking no path of divergence unless it's a 3 die block. Unless it's a 3 die block. Yeah, the elf dice in the first half were great. This half they were a little sad. Did they set up for a one-turner? I hope they did. Did you set up to prevent a one-turn? Ish. Sidestep can get through this much easier, actually. I think. They didn't set up for a one-turner. Why? They have 2 sidestep. Why? Fumble guides, people. Fumble guides. But thanks for the replay, Ratchet. That was a fun one to look at. Ooh, and your missed throw leveled. 5 removals and 50 blocks versus none and 15. Oh yeah, generally. Okay. Well, I'm gonna doodle a little bit. So here's your line of scrimmage. Here's your side zones. Basically, right? You want to separate your line of scrimmage, just so that it's harder to get pushes. And then you want to give some assistance, like a row behind them. I don't really have, actually, better yet. There was something that Blubble Dave put in the advice section on preventing one-turners. It might be pinned now, but it has some good general coverage on preventing one-turners. So I would recommend looking at that. But let's see here. I've not really got anything else to do, so I'm gonna hop off. Thank y'all for dropping by, chatting, spitting replays. Y'all have a good one.